Hello and welcome to Radiger's Content Farm. I'm Radiger, the SCP author. There's only one of them, and it's me. Hi, I wrote all your favorite guys, and I'm very tall. Make sure to click subscribe and also the bell because I will have a consistent upload schedule when the sun explodes. A very special thanks to my patrons whose names you can see on the screen. These are the people who are funding my endeavors and continuously feeding me gravel. I eat the dirt, I like the crunch. Patrons get to see my videos early, so, you know, they have to wait less than like 6 months, or whenever I find time to make the next one. Today's special comment is from user who says, "The one white eye, one red eye dark body thing with the gibberish username does not exist, rad, you are hallucinating. Edit, : I checked through all the comments, they do not exist." Thank you, viewer! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, but I love your enthusiasm. Excellent immersion, I feel like I really am hallucinating. Come here, viewer. Come here. Come closer. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a company called Saratan Media Productions. Saratan Media Productions owned a whole bunch of YouTube channels called Detective Void, which were full of 6 out of 10 YouTube videos summarizing short stories from SCP-wiki.com in a way that targeted kids to make money. One day, I made a video criticizing one of their videos, and I posted it unlisted for my beloved patrons to see. And then, 2 days later, Detective Void deleted all of their SCP videos from all their channels without warning. Like, all of them. The only thing left was their lore videos, which I'm sure somebody must care about. On their official Discord server, they released the following statement. "Hey there, friends. Detective Void here. I really want to start off by saying how much I appreciate all of you and every single viewer who's been on this wild ride with me. Sorry I didn't give you a heads up about the changes coming our way. So here's the deal. I've decided to put all my videos across all my YouTube channels on pause. This wasn't a decision I made lightly, and here are a few reasons why. Firstly, I've realized some SCP objects can be pretty scary and might even mess with the mental well-being of some of our viewers, especially the younger crowd. The last thing I want is for my animations to have a negative impact on anyone. There's a ton of research out there showing that horror content can be tough on mental health, and I just can't ignore that. Also, I'm ready to push the boundaries, step outside the SCP box, and see what other cool stuff is out there. But don't worry, this doesn't mean I'm totally abandoning SCPs. You might see them popping up on the channels, but in different, less scary formats. But hey, don't think of this as goodbye, it's more like a see you in a bit. It could be the start of something really exciting. Thanks so much for sticking with me and being patient during this transition. Stay tuned and let's see what the future brings us. Catch you on the flip side, Detective Void." It's worth noting that this is not like an official spokesperson for Saratan Media Productions, this is just one of the admins of the Discord server, so, you know, they're just speaking for, like, the brand. I'm sure they're probably a volunteer and not an employee. That's probably a good thing to note. And then, like a week after that, they uploaded another SCP video that's completely identical to what they were making before. I have spent the last several months critically analyzing this decision, and I have come to several conclusions about why they did this, such as, huh? Wah? Huh? And wah? Very sincerely, I don't know what the point of this was, but the first SCP they uploaded after wiping their backlog was one of my friends, so let's do that! SCP-378, Brainworm by Uranium Empire, which I'm going to spoil, so go read it if you want to get that twist-ending experience, is not a horror article. It intricately describes the actions and behaviors of a body-snatching centipede brainworm that takes over people's bodies and assumes their lives. You would think it would be an article focused on that, on the horrors of having a bug take over your nervous system, kill you, and take your place in your community, but it doesn't really linger on that at all. Because this is not a story about how an anomalous brainworm is fucked up. This is a story about how the Foundation is fucked up. UE gives us information about how 378 gets people almost as an afterthought because it pales in comparison to the intrigue of the next several sections that detail how it actually behaves. After a breeze through 378's reproductive process, we get a thorough description of this hive mind creature almost playing with people like dolls. Every host is connected to each other, but they keep playing out their ordinary day-to-day lives, usually even more gregariously than they had before. The brainworm hive mind seems to just enjoy being different people. It characterizes the worm in all its instances as almost endearing in the way it integrates with human life, at one point comparing its actions to roleplay in the text. It's mind control, yes, but it's almost benevolent. For example, 378's favorite host, Lisa Martin, is a worker at a pizza restaurant, and when it takes her over, it just keeps doing her job, working in a community garden, playing music at bars, and spending time with her friends. The horror angle appears when the Foundation realizes it can use 378 to infect and control people for its own fascistic ends. Foundation personnel get 378 to cooperate by ensuring the safety of Lisa Martin, implying that they might have threatened her, knowing that she is 378's favorite. We get a glimpse of the Foundation's plan to insert another brainworm into an agent of a rival organization, the Unusual Incidents Unit, which they hope will give them something of a mole that they can exploit for their advantage. And the article ends with 378's failure to infect this new host, because, surprise twist, he already has a brainworm, implying that both these shadow government agencies, and perhaps even more beyond them, are exploiting anomalies to strip people of their free will and turn them into puppets for their own ends. There's also a Lockheed Martin joke that I like very much. I reached out to the author for comment, and she said that 378 is canonically autistic, and human beings are its special interest, which not only just fucking rules, but it also sheds a new horrifying light on the Foundation's willingness to manipulate it for personal gain. The fascists are fucked up, it seems. Thank you, Uranium Empire. Everybody go click on her author page and read all of the shit that she's written. So what do I have to say about Detective Void's debut video? Let's take a watch.
Has it ever happened to you that a person you've known for a while suddenly changes to such a degree, it seems as if some alien creature had entered his head and settled there?
Oh. I can already tell that they're going to make this about the scary, scary brainworm. Okay.
This giant anomaly weighs almost 514 pounds, or 233 kilograms.
So fortunately, we are on track with the structure of the story. That was a big problem last time, but it looks like with this one, they're actually going in the order that things are told, so that's good.
The object's children are born whenever the parent desires to reproduce, doing so directly from its digestive tract.
Minus 1,000,000 points for being scared to use the word anus.
The creature apparently considers itself something akin to a director, and perceives people as a kind of actor.
I'm happy that this is still consistent with the pacing. Because it is. This is kind of laying things out in the way that it lays them out in the article, and I think that's good.
Lisa spends time at work in a pizzeria, which ought to be near the old Dijonatone.
This is a personal comment, and probably not one that I will leave in the video. But I hate watching these because they're boring as hell. They're just not fun to watch. They're such background noise videos. I'm like 4 minutes in and I'm already wishing it was over.
Even though he or she doesn't understand the importance of said social hierarchy or social relations at all.
What was that? Why did it do that? That's not a thing that it does. It doesn't squeeze people until their heads pop off. That was weird. Anyway.
The O5 Council approved this use of the anomaly.
Yes. The O5 Council. My favorite 13 bald white men.
It's to be immediately replaced with a new one. Foundation records list Lisa as SCP-378-3. David Lockheed is classified as SCP-378-2.
Okay, this part is out of order, and I'm also really not sure why, because we've already talked about both of these characters before, so I'm not certain what this adds by putting this here. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. You and I together, viewer. I love you.
Particular attention is paid to the preservation of this specimen's vocal cords, so that the larva can provide information through it at any given time.
Damn it, I thought we were going to get through the whole thing and it was going to be mostly true to the pacing, but why'd they move this here? What's the point of doing the exposition at the end? Saratan, I don't get it. Explain it to me, now.
Granted, I have not found documented evidence of the use of SCP-378 to control anomalous primates.
Except yes, you have. Because you said at the beginning of the video that they knew that it had infected a bunch of Bigfoot instances. In this video, you said that.
And what could be so special about her that the object is ready to do anything on her behalf? I have some thoughts on this.
Oh god. Oh no, here we go.
She gave the larva some shade, gave it some water to drink, and fed it whatever she could find in the fridge.
Nope. Top 10 things that did not happen in this article. This did not happen. They're just adding this, not sure why though. To make it kid-friendly, maybe?
What are your thoughts? Perhaps the secret behind the object's attachment to this person lies elsewhere. Let me know your ideas in the comments below. And don't forget to...
Okay, wait. Wait, hang on. Did they leave out the ending? Like the real ending? Oh, yeah, they did. They just, like, took out the whole bit where they tried to use it on that agent, and then it was revealed that there's, like, another one. That... They just replaced that with, like... No, I guess it was Lisa's pet for a minute? Huh? What? Did you think that people wouldn't understand? Like, why? You were doing so good. You were doing so good until you replaced the original twist ending with... whatever the fuck this was. I'm very disappointed. I am an author of Huge Wrinkly Brain. And although my game in this series is scathing harsh criticisms of content farm channels, I can also acknowledge that some of the videos really aren't that bad. The biggest problem I have with this video, like most content farm SCP videos that summarize rather than read, it robs the viewer of the opportunity to make realizations and come to conclusions on their own. Almost everything that Saratan Media Productions lays out clearly in this video is something that, in the original article, is much more subtle. Even though this video is not inaccurate and didn't brutalize the narrative pacing like the last one I reviewed, it still really isn't a story. It's just a summary. It's soulless, it's another list of events, it's sanitized to make it palatable for an audience of people the original story was not intended for. Because that new audience, that child audience, will make them a lot more money. It doesn't give you any of the things that art is supposed to give you. It doesn't make you think, it doesn't affect your emotions, it doesn't even look good. All it does is tell you what happens. Let's go now to the rubric. The rubric is my infallible and completely objective system that I use to measure the accuracy of SCP Content Farm videos. It is completely correct and has no flaws, and anyone who says otherwise is just saying that because they smell bad and are stinky. Cope. Did Detective Void remove or gender swap any women in the original story? No, they did not. Hooray! Queer people removed? Also no. A win for the gays! There were no queer people in the story, so they did not remove any of them. The added violence index measures if the Content Farm channel added violence that was not present in the original story. And this one did not. It was pretty much the same. The plot deviation index measures how far the video strayed from the plot of the original article. I'm giving this one a 2 just because it added a whole extra thing that it didn't need to add, that I think was supposed to maybe make the brainworm less scary or something. Anyway, it didn't really need to be there. The tone non-adherence index measures how closely the video matched the tone of the original article. I'm giving them a 3 because there was not nearly enough evidence on the Foundation's bad behavior and way too much evidence on brainworm creepy. But was there egregious clickbait in the thumbnail? Not really. This one was pretty okay. It's someone with their brain out, which never happened, but it's also like, it's not as bad as it could have been. No! Hooray for them! Was the cast all dudes? Also no. Lisa Martin was in there. Was every single person in the video white? Yes! Every single named character and background character were all the same color. I'm disappointed in you, Saratan Media Productions. I hope you do better next time. Drum roll for our final score. 67%. Another for the B tier, and our current highest rated entry. Let's take a look at our tier list. Here they are. Put your eyeballs on them. Okay, that's enough time. We have to do something else now. Like I said before, this video honestly was not the worst I've seen. But the bar is in hell. These channels, these animation studios who churn this stuff out as fast as I can, altered to appeal more to kids, don't really care about the actual SCP community. If our work suddenly lost the ability to make them money, they wouldn't put another second into stuff like this. Therefore, they do not deserve our time or our attention. But remember, going to these channels and spamming them with mean garbage is a waste of your time. And it makes you look bad. Don't give them the clicks. Instead, vent your rage by loudly supporting the kinds of channels that do support artists and authors within the community. Scream that you love them! Louder! More! Okay, that's too much. Stop. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I'm Radiger, and this is Radiger's YouTube channel, where every video is Return of the Queen, on account of the 2 or 3 months between every video. If you want more stuff written by me that comes out faster, I've got an SCP fiction podcast too. Here are some channels I like. Also, my friend just released this kick-ass video essay for all of you absolute freaks who like watching 3-hour-long video essays on random topics for no reason. Subscribe to me, okay? That's all. Love you. Bye.